She was sitting at her desk, propping her head up in one of her hands. "You're late." Mummy LeMay. She gawked at me like the crazy person that I was. Oh god, is she going to reach for the phone? Security, security. "Who are you? Where's security?" She started tapping a button on her desk. Looks like I didn't have much time. "He's your own son, goddammit." She stopped tapping and stared me down. "I remember you. You're that dirty musician." "What have you done to him? What sort of money bullshit are you forcing him into?" "This is not your matter, you wretched girl." "I don't feel coming here was a good decision. He's pawning off all his possessions, even the one he loves. Do you even care?" "I do not care. If you want nice things, you have to work for them." "But he has been working. He's got to be one of the best keyboardists." "My son is not a keyboardist?" "Looks like he is." "You. Is this your fault? Did you break up his engagement? Did you tempt him away from his duties? You wish. You wish you could blame all his problems on someone else. My son does not have problems." Do you know when two people are talking and you probably feel the truth is somewhere in between, but it's definitely one person's fault for starting it? This is the vibe I'm getting here. It shouldn't matter if he has problems. You don't cast away your child just because they're not what you wanted. I suddenly choked, realizing my anger was getting too personal. I wasn't angry about... Oh, this is a 45-minute episode, by the way, so do have fun with that. I wasn't angry about her withholding. I was angry that she was cutting him out of her life. The guards made an awful lot of noise running up and tackling me, so it wasn't like I wasn't prepared for it. Still, they managed to rough me up pretty bad. "You selfish bitch! He needs you!" On the first floor, they reduced their army to a couple heavy-handed people and tossed me to the curb. I knew the drill. I cleaned myself off and spat in front of their door. Heavy breaths coursed through my body as I looked up at the tall building, imagining where that woman's office was. I ran off before my eyes watered. Bew was going over paperwork on the couch. When I got there, he stopped and asked me about that day. I lied. We went quiet. There had to be another way to get to his mum. Maybe if she saw how hard he worked. Maybe if Bew just said that he missed her. Maybe... Where'd you live? Here. No, where did you grow up? I know there's a LeMay mansion out there somewhere. Is it in France? He stopped what he was doing and looked at me with some confusion. Of course not. My father's family is from Louisiana and my mother is Canadian. I thought you were aware of this. Louisiana. Oh, how romantic. What? You're not French? I'm sorry to disappoint. Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I tried to hug him as an apology, but our positioning was too awkward and it didn't work out, so I just patted his head instead. That's patronizing. You're just the right amount of French. I'm well researched in your background. Have you no interest in mine? I'm sorry, I guess... Hey, you snooping into my past? It was not easy. There was little to be found, so don't get too upset about it. What do you mean you researched me? Spill it. I won't be telling you anything you didn't already know. But he didn't look pleased. He looked angry with me. You're mad that I don't know about your family? I would have thought you liked that I don't care, right? When I joined the band, you clearly did. Well, he was right. I did care, but only about how wealthy he was. I didn't give a damn about anything beyond that fact. But that man was different from this one. Back then, he was... well, this stuffy hotel manager. That's all he was to me. Money and a name. You want me to be a gold digger? Bien sûr que non. I think that just means best known than not. I think it means best known than not. More known than not, even. You didn't want to talk about being rich, so I thought, there's more to my family than being rich. Was there really? He could have fooled me. Oh yeah, just because he hasn't mentioned something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Means it doesn't exist even. No double negative. So, what? Do you want me to research you online, write an essay on you? He looked away with much exaggeration, probably his best attempt to roll his eyes. I don't understand why you're so upset. This started because I assumed he was from France. Okay, so that was a little ignorant. I guess I should have really have known about him. But did he think I don't care about him because I didn't know that? How would me obsessing over his name and company solve that? Dude, ponytail. I sat on the couch next to him, Beauregard. He looked at me again. I didn't like seeing him upset, and that was a first. He was displeased with me. About what exactly? That I didn't know about his family history? No, that you didn't give a fuck about him. I think's more sort of the problem here. And even when you have a chance to get to know him, you're choosing to not know him. That's the problem. Don't think I don't care about you because I'm not writing your biography. I hated homework in school. Dates and history and crap makes my brain hurt. Not selling it to me just yet. Words in books and get all messed up to me, and technology has it out for me. You could have just asked me. You could have. I'm a go with the flow gal. I'd rather pick up info as it comes by. Again, I'm sort of picking up that you just don't care. Sort of what you're saying, isn't it? He grabbed me by the arm and pulled me close. I tumbled into him, falling into his lap. What is he? My family hotel chain was founded in 1924 in northern Louisiana by my great-grandfather. His sons and his sons spread the company across the country, and now our chain covers 300 locations worldwide. I didn't want a history lesson. I attempted to get up, but I flopped back down. My father and mother met on a company cruise to Alaska. She was a corporate lawyer before she met him. Oh god, I'm not going to remember any of this, let alone fucking Robin. Their affair was considered a scandal, and the tabloids would not leave my father or her alone for years. Time has fortunately forgiven them. Well, tabloids are a fickle thing, aren't they? Company headquarters has since moved here, so it was here that I was born. I grew up in an apartment, not a mansion. Since my parents married when they were older and my mother was dedicated to her work, I am an only child. I will be the one to carry on this legacy to even greater heights, as decided by a board of directors that could usurp my position if it pleased them. There is no option. That is why my mother cut me off. That is why she is trying so hard to teach me a lesson. I have to go back. I cannot be a musician. But for the time being, she is letting me. I stared into his sorrowful eyes, speechless. His family was rarely on my mind, since we became involved. It wasn't about him using his name to protect me anymore. I was actually dating him. But ignoring it really was a lot worse than I thought. He had expectations. He told me that when we first met, he had to be constantly working. He had to make beautiful baby sons with beautiful, respectable wife. Hey, what am I if not a beautiful, Point taken. So please do not steal my things again. He reached into my back pocket and took his ID badge. I froze. I couldn't compete with Sophia, he sighed. He leaned down and picked me up to hug me properly. I let my face curl into his shoulder. I'm sorry. Please forgive my mother. He couldn't be as a musician. His year break was up. I guess we were too. Maybe if I ignored it, he'd forget about it. Maybe I could stay like this for a little while longer. I don't know how to tell you this, but he's probably just, hanging out with us regardless, right? What was your childhood like? Is that something you really want to know? Yes, that's why I'm asking. It's definitely not because it's an option that appeared. I asked you, didn't I? I cannot compare the quality of my childhood to someone like yours. Yeah, and he had better not. I'll assume I was privileged, so I have no right to complain about anything. So I had my fond years, so it was not completely droll. What was fond about it? He hesitated, like he wasn't expecting me to ask. What? You're genuinely interested? I don't understand. When my father was around, he would take me to work with him. Oh, did you wear a tiny suit? No. Though he had one tailored, and I refused to wear it. He laughed and told me that he did not like wearing them either. And your mother? My mother is a good woman, despite what you have seen her for. She is the way she is, because of what she has to put up with in the business. I wasn't sure what kind of flack she was getting, but I assumed it was about her being a woman, and that didn't give her permission to be super bitchy. That's his mum I'm trashing. And what about your other relatives? You got a 12-year-old uncle and 3-year-old sister out there. Rich people love having kids at old ages. He slowly pressed his glasses up the bridge of his nose while staring me down. I didn't think what I said was that offensive. I was joking. Yeah, you weren't joking if you fucking thought that. We were estranged from our extended families, really? Why? I thought I told you, my father and mother's relationship was scandalous. Oh crap, he did say that. So that was a big deal then? Big enough to lose an entire family over? Apparently. I know families who don't speak for much less than that. Did he have an affair with her while married to someone else? His eyes drifted away. I waited impatiently for him to continue, but instead he just seemed to stuck in his thoughts like he was recalling some awful repressed memory. Snap out of it. I'm sorry, I didn't think I'd put you in a coma. Forget I asked. No, I just realized something. Forgive me. The answer to your question is no, however. He seemed pretty distracted. Can we stop talking about this? Yeah, sure. Oh, his mother must have had to put up with flack for being involved with his dad, not just because she was a woman. I wondered how much of their scandalous affair really affected their lives, and specifically Bu's childhood for that matter. I imagine quite a lot. Oh, well, nothing I want to know right now. The year was up a while ago, wasn't it? Like, whatever. By the way, these are our stats. Apparently I hadn't shown them for a while. So he's sort of a star. He's a massive star. He's sort of okay. I'm alternating these two basically between music and writing. So he needs to write at the moment because it's lower, and you need to write as well. Take the fucking week off, mate. You're always fucking stressed. There we go. See? So that's how it's done. Now, skip to the next event or important, interesting thing. Tell you what, something I found. Ever since there's now that 4x4 square, it's actually a lot easier because the time they give you isn't as narrow. It's very hard to explain. Oh, for god damn it, the only reason we're fucking doing gigs and someone comes along and gives us a negative review. That's it, we're throwing them out and they're never coming in again. So my weekend thing is one hangout, one play gig. So I played the gig that you saw, gained 20 popularity, and I hang out with Bu, and now this is what's here. He wanted to take me to an expensive restaurant and do other large gestures like renting out the whole place. I had no doubt he was capable of many scary things. But with our new budget, I talked him down to a common cafe. I just forgot how much I hated coffee, but Bu seemed to like the place, so I just got some chocolate biscotti. Hey, look, you can always get a hot chocolate if you don't like coffee, okay? It's totally respectable and will reserve your manliness. That's what I keep telling myself every time I order one. I watched him drink like some sort of prince, with his legs crossed and delicate grip on his cup. All he needed was a saucer and his pinky extended to graduate to full-blown fancy pants. I gnawed on my dry snack and looked out of the window. Hang on, chocolate biscotti is just biscuit? Oh. I thought it was just like, you know, hot chocolate with a biscuit. Whatever. A group of girls had smashed themselves into the glass, clearly trying to get a good look at Bu. I snickered, making him turn around in curiosity. The girls waved to him ecstatically. Like the gentleman that he was, or pretended to be, he nodded back. I bit my biscotti in half. Why done you dates one of them? I'm sorry? They're cute, clean, and wear nice clothes. He paused and set his coffee down. My food hung out of my mouth as I waited. Look, like, the person you date can't be too much worse than the blue fucking rose, can they? You think I should? Because you have an excellent point. I coughed a couple of times. I think something went down the wrong pipe. The glimmer in his eyes told me he was going straight to hell when he died. They are certainly gorgeous girls. Long flowing hair, ample bosoms. I hated when they're referred to something when they're supposed to not be. Bosoms, it's a horrible word. I threw my trash at him and he shut up, but he kept that twisted smirk. Alright, you ponytailed rat bastard. Fucking hell. It's a bit of a harsh response. You're not allowed to say the word bosoms again. Are we going to discuss a replacement? You just want to hear me say the word tits, don't you? If so, the mission accomplished. I stuck my tongue out at him. Girls don't call them that anyway, only pigmen. I know this. Breasts. Boobs, you moron. That's what I call them, to be fair. He sipped his coffee, quite pleased with himself. I said it a bit too loud, and the other customers were now staring at me. I hunched over the table and shoved more food into my mouth to hide my embarrassment. You only have half a chocolate biscotti left. What are you going to do with it? That's the only thing you have. Because they're useless. He opened his mouth to argue. To us. I still disagree. Bite me. Later. We both laughed, knowing how silly the conversation was. I hate little sentences like that, to be fair. Like, you know, I'm aware you don't need little things to just point out, hey, this conversation is silly. It's like, I know. It's a good way to move on, but... Still, it felt good to be teased again. It felt good to see him get a kick out of rustling my feathers. He made me feel a bunch of things, and all of them were just plain good. He could flounce around wearing a pink polka-dotted suit for all I cared. Well, you know, I'm sure someone's into that in the world, but thank God he didn't. That was our date? Oh, god damn it, there better be something fucking new, I swear. There is something new. What he likes me versus Sophia. Oh, that's a really difficult one. That's a terrible one. Also, yeah, this is still nearly full, but not all the way. Let's just get the difficult one out of the way first. Can we talk about Sophia for a minute? The way Bu Tense told me that we couldn't. Why? Because you get like this whenever we mention her. I apologise, I have very complicated feelings on the matter with her. I understand that, I just wanted to ask, why me and not her? Oh god. Bu stared at me for a while, I could feel all my flaws at once. That's stupid, I know, yet this was stupid, never mind. You have to allow me to answer. No, I don't. Shut up. I suppose you are so very unlike her. That's attractive in its own way. Wow. What an incredibly harsh thing to say. I was afraid you'd say that. Why didn't you just shut up when I asked? That makes you sound temporary, doesn't it? I hear it now. What does it matter? I crossed my arms just thinking about any future we had. What matters is now, how we feel right now. No, I changed my mind. Let's not talk about her ever again. That sounds like a good idea. Less said the better. You know, I have no idea what kind of things you like to do. You just agree to whatever I want. I like... Actually, I had to think about it for a while. I like staying home. Oh, come on. Party train, let's go to Bue's house and order the filing cabinet. Party train. Well, I know that, but when we're behaving ourselves, where would you go? I don't go out much. Really? That sounds boring. Not with a good book. Oh, so does being a nerd come with the glasses then? He touched the rim of his spectacles. It comes from my childhood. I decided not to press the issue very further. He was a private person, as curious as I was. Fine, if you had to leave your apartment, where would you go? Library? No, that's too easy. Symphony? An opera? Probably not an opera. No, I've had my fair share of those. I was reminded on how he kept his piano room locked. He said he used it to be a concert pianist. But I should admit, I have seen you perform as part of Shocker Millennium. Lol. My jaw dropped. Close that. He lifted my chin up for me. I guess that's too difficult to believe. No, I'm sure you accidentally stumbled into a bar looking for a restroom or something. Loud music cures a lot of things. I laughed like nagging mothers. Did you stay for the show, be honest? 2. His face became flushed. That didn't happen so often, so I took a mental picture. And then I tried to picture him in a mosh pit. What did he think of me before we met? Oh, wait. It was Natasha, wasn't it? Hot chick playing your instrument, turn you on? He gave me a cocksure look. It was quite a rare pleasure. Jealousy boiled up in me. Natasha gets all the guys, even the ones I'm dating. Yeah, well, just to let you know, she's got a kid, so she's got baggage. Don't get yourself wound up. She'd like a guy like you, too. Now I was mad. You're not even her type, but I'm pretty sure she programmed all her songs on autoplay on her board. So your little wet dreams. I think he's teasing you, Robin. He placed a finger to my lips. I shut up. The first time I saw your band, you were performing in a public competition. You were one of many bands. The second was a VIP club where I was invited for a business meeting. Okay. Suddenly it makes a little more sense, Christ. Oh, can you imagine that? So he didn't see us on purpose. I slapped him on the shoulder. You didn't like us enough to see us on your own? He tilted his head and smirked. Make up your mind. You came to see me, of course, but that would be a lie. I'm giving you permission. He took a moment to compose himself. He leaned in close to my face. When I saw you singing for the first time, it was like you were making love to your microphone. I never saw anyone with the more passion for their music. There was no one else on that stage but you. You were screaming, and I could hear your real voice through it all. So I had to see you again. I had to hear that voice again. He took off his glasses. This is so dumb. He trailed his fingers down my throat. I swallowed, most of my body having gone numb. He made it sound so real. If I stopped thinking, I could pretend it was. That's some magic you got there, Bu. I'm sorry. At least you're using it for good and not evil. Who says I am? Because you're not the sneaky devil you think you are. You were only speaking in whispers at this point. Damn it. This was not the place to get turned on. Definitely not with Emmett around, no. I think Dallas would walk out, but Emmett might just fucking ask if he could join. What am I? A rotten liar. And then our mouths are too close to say anything else. I think the quicker we back away from this situation, the better. Right, anyway, on to the next scene. We have a new song, Excuses in the Morning. Wow. He was preparing them in song form. Oh shit, I just realised we don't have Dreamcatcher anymore. Look at all these. Dreamcatcher's not here, and then if we go into here, it's not here. Huh. I only just realised that looking for the song. Definitely wasn't going to play it. Definitely wasn't going to play it. But I was looking for the song and it's not there. Huh. TIL, I guess. His apartment was pitch black when I walked in. Oh. Is he trying to be romantic? Oh, this is going to be terrifying. A golden glow caught my eye and I could make out the figures of Bu lighting candles. You're early. Surprise! What's all this? I should have done this sooner. I'm sorry. What? I stumbled around in the dark. He walked up to me and led me to the couch. I didn't like the dark. Did you think we could turn on some lights? That would ruin it. What's next? Jazz music? Wine? Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with jazz music as long as it's not that jazz music that pretends to be jazz music and it's actually swing or cabaret. Those awful music they listen to beforehand, you know? And then we got real music with guitars. Please believe me. I genuinely think this. I'm hip. Wine? Yes, actually, I was going to ask your preference. I blindly grabbed him. I think I caught his arm. You're killing me here, Bew. Killing you with what? This romantic crap. I know do this in the movies, but you don't like it? He grew quiet. Oh, jeez, I hope I didn't hurt his feelings. No, it's not that it isn't perfect. Don't say that. It's impossible to be perfect. Her tone shut me up. I'm sorry, did you prefer a bubble bath? I hated taking baths. This was all wrong. He knew that about me. You're playing things by the book again. My eyes struggled to find him in the dark. His silhouette was starting to become more visible. Can't we just go to the movies and fool around? But that's not... This is supposed to be a woman's fantasy. It turns out you... Okay, come here, buddy. Come here. Women can actually like different things. I know it's a myth, but if you really look hard, you can find girls who like games too. I know. It's amazing. So just bear that in mind, buddy, for the future. I snorted. This isn't something I fantasize about. What then? Tell me. I actually thought about telling him, but changed my mind. No, you wouldn't go for it. This only intrigued him. I could only feel him move closer. I think you'd be surprised. Would he? No, surely not. It was embarrassing anyway. I don't think I could go through with it. He bent over and I could feel his mouth hover over my neck. Tell me. I laughed nervously. Sometimes I think about I just laughed and buried my face in his shoulder. His arms tried to reassure me. Would it help if I told you mine first? Really? That was a big deal, unless he's going to make something up on the spot, which was likely. He hugged me close, letting his hands wander around. I admit I've been having it for quite a while now. What does a fop fantasize about? Sex with the lights on? Sex on top of the covers? Or will he go right to the safe bet of menage a trois? But it is of us making love. That's a shit answer. You know that's a shit answer. That's what you get off on, having sex. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. That wasn't the fucking question at all, and you fucking know it isn't, you. Oh, so what's wrong with my hair? Man, does that look better? I don't think that just looks worse. Ah, whatever. Yes. Well, we are in a phone booth. Okay. My breath stopped and my eyes shot up to meet his. I can now make out his face. He looks startled. You too? Do you not tell me that you as well? His wide eye looked broke and he chuckled in disbelief. That was what I was going to... His kiss cut me off. I don't think we'd ever do something like that, though. We'd have to get pretty bored with how things were going right now first, and I feel like that would be a while. But I hadn't thought he'd go for it, since, well, it's such a dirty place and too public. It's a fucking telephone booth, of course it is. I was surprised his mind was as dirty as the payphone that turns us on. My fear of the dark disappeared, and I had to show him right then and there. In fact, our acceptable range of places to make love with each other increased tenfold. My favourite was in his office when he tried to get work done. I didn't have to learn French to know that he was cursing like a sailor. He didn't stop me, though. I feel like I'm prying into someone's lives that I shouldn't be. Alright, anyway, let's put my favourite song on. Obviously Guns, 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 and then get some more gig work done. That's where it's at. Another hanging out scene. He seemed particularly insatiable lately, but I didn't mind. During the lull in the bed, we lay intertwined. It was a somber mood. The lights were dim, the air was humid, I was exhausted in body and mind. Bew. I looked up at him. His head was propped on his pillow, eyes closed. What's robin in French? Robbie. I chuckled. No, dummy, the bird. He paused for a moment. Un rouge gorge. A red... fat? I don't know. What's gorge? I don't know. Gore something normally means fat. So, could just mean a fat red. That would be offensive. It was a long word for such a small bird. I rested my head on his chest thinking about it. Haven't I heard that before? How would you like to live there? France. It was an odd question and certainly something I never thought about, especially considering he's not even really French. I don't know, I probably wouldn't like to. probably pretty and everything, but it's not my scene, you know? His hand slid up my arm and rested on my shoulder. I know. I'm pretty sure I've heard the French word for Robin before. Un rouge? Like as in red? I sat up and placed my arms on either side of him. He opened his eyes. Say it again, Robin. Un rouge gauche? I have heard it before in one of his songs. Could it be that he was singing about me in that song? Am I remembering things incorrectly? Or am I too self-centered now? He sat up to meet me, cradling his chin with his hand. His brown eyes were hypnotic. Like a magnet, I was drawn to him. Whether he wrote a song about me or not, I didn't care. He was saying it now, and it felt like I might float up and sprout wings, just like my namesake. Not sure you know how robins work. They don't sprout wings, unfortunately. And for once, that was more than enough for me. For once. Wow. For once. Ooh, new stuff to talk to you about. Tell me about your piano, tell me everything. I love how these conversations start. We just run up to him. Tell me everything you know, you bastard! And strangling him slowly. No, I will not. Please? Why do you think you're entitled to know that? Was he joking? I remember not too long ago you nearly wet yourself because I didn't ask you personal questions. Well, here I am and you're pushing me away. It was a gift from Sophia. My next line got stuck in my throat. My mother picked it out for her and Sophia had it engraved. Our names are on top of the cover. You and Sophia's name, like, as a couple? They were engaged. Is that weird? Oh, satisfied? No. You never will be. You will never know a person entirely. Okay, but why would you want to? If there's nothing left to learn about someone, then they're boring. Life isn't always supposed to be full of surprises, Robin. He focused on something in the distance as he thought about what I said. You're right. Still not 100%. Rip. Oh well, I'll have to play a gig. See, this one I did with 25 seconds left, right? I just feel like this one's supposed to be harder, and yet it's really easy because of the time constraints, which I don't mind because the opening ones are fucking difficult. But it's just gotten easier. It's weird, is I guess what I'm trying to get at. One of your band members jumped into the crowd and was carried around plus 10 popularity. We're slowly going up. We'll release a new album, I reckon, when we get to like 800 or 900. We'll have to see. We're a while away from it yet. We don't really care about money, because we have $54,000. So sort of don't really care about that now. It's all about popularity. Robin wrote a song called I Won't Say Thanks. It's such a shit song, but we do need to keep songs for the next album. I guess it'll get better with recording. Whatever, who cares? We'll keep it. So we have, like, the sales are going up. They're not terrible. Like, 171,000 at the start of this video alone. So it's been like 5 or 6 weeks mine, but it's gone up by about, I don't know, 60 grand or so? Hang on. We need to check it for you guys, right? So you're not completely lost. Yeah, our album isn't selling terribly. It definitely did better than the last fucking album. The next one we just need to sell an absolute shitload of, and then we'll be kicking. Can we still, like, promote this? Have a second go at it? No. Shame. What do also people think about... Oh, Jesus. Robin's so wonderful, so this is Robin. I hate this stupid face. Wow, he went into a forum to say that. Strong words. The depth thread. You misspelled their name in the title. Lol. And spammer. Great. I thought we hired fucking Wiz to stop that sort of bullshit. Apparently not. What do you say? Don't forget your goal here, profit. Okay, great. Woo! Well, I guess we didn't really learn anything after doing more stuff until the next scene. Okay, so the new month report is now in. Put that down there. CD sales was about $50,000 last month, so it's roughly what I said. So we haven't been doing too poorly. And we're going to do a new album once our popularity skyrockets too. Still has Wiz. I can't fire him. I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, I think other than that, we're doing okay for now. We're doing okay. We have so much money. I have no idea what to do with it all. Huh. Alright, well, I'll spend another gig and then hang out again. Last 4 or so hangouts haven't really done anything other than, you know. Oh, you came very well dressed, I see. Nah, I'm Bosch. Oh, well, I guess we can play our new song or something. Also, for whatever reason, this was 614, and now we're getting 30 as opposed to 25 base popularity, so it's only going up from here. Still a Child, a breathy song about bad habits. It's 3 stars, sure, that's going to turn into a 3.5, 3 3/4 sort of song later on. I will keep that, thank you, Dallas. French Sounds So Dirty, a shrill song about independence. 4.5 fucking stars. No, we'll sell that. No, fuck no, we're keeping that. I think we found a new single for when we're popular as well. Wow, our popularity is plummeting fucking down. Wow, that was going down 4 by a day. Alright, well I guess we're going to go... Hanging Out is doing nothing, so we can do like double concerts and get 60. So if it goes down by 4, it goes down by 20, and then in the weekend we get it up by 60. So we're netting 40 or so a day. I think we're getting very close to releasing a new album, I reckon. Fans of a rival band crashed your show and a fight broke out. We're not even netting any popularity at this rate. Feels bibbly thump, man. Oh, we can play an outdoor stage. Very nice. I don't know why. I think it's because we hit over 700 popularity, so it's like very arbitrary as to whether you can or not. Right, so we have to play this one first. I'd be so tempted to just play a really shitty song here. Do we have all classics playing? Like 4, 5, we do, right? No, we don't. I really want to make this one a classic, because look how many fucking stars it has. We'll get a scene after this for sure, we have to. Okay, so we did the gig, just about. 3 seconds left. There wasn't a huge amount of time, but most of that was because of my cock-ups. 35 popularity isn't terrible. We get a lot more money, but as you can see, we now have $95,000. I'd have no idea what on earth we're supposed to do with that amount of money. And that's why we wanted to stick that song on there. It's a massive classic at the moment. We must be able to hang out now with someone and get a new scene. Also, I have technically been recording for 45 minutes, but a lot of that is going to cut out because there was a lot of nothing happening. So I guess I should probably keep going, right? Because I promised a 45-minute episode. Oh my god, you need a fucking break. I promised a 45-minute episode, not a 45 minutes worth of recording time, which is somewhat different. Alright, okay. We're going to do that then. We're going to do that. Still nothing? Oh man. Still nothing. Just this. Feels Bible fuck, man. More gigs it is. Oh, we have like a full set of songs that are classic. I'd never have to change songs again. We'll probably, in all things considered, just always swap out these two though, because these two are like really shitty. And then that one will do. This is what we're going to be doing. 700, then we create an album. Someone asked you to design t-shirts, sell online. It was a popular auction, plus 10 popularity. We've got 772. I'm so tempted to record an album right now. Like, we're really popular. I did say I'd wait till 800, didn't I? Alright, we'll wait a week. We'll wait a week and then we'll start doing... like, just 2 more gigs and then we'll start doing another album. And then hopefully we'll get, like, plummet to famousness, right? Famousness... We'll plummet to something really good. Nope, we have our new monthly report in. We've somehow sold more CD sales. Look at this. That was 50,000 last month, and now it's 90. Whatever. Popularity does wonderful things, I guess. Still got Wiz. Still only paying him $200, which is weird, but whatever. 2 gigs, and we're gonna start fucking just doing an album straight up. We're doing this, boys. 823. You know what that means. We're recording songs and getting ready for a new album. Fucking CD sales have jumped up. I don't even know at this point, but we're releasing a new album because we don't have enough money to go to $1 million fucking dollars, and then we're going to advance in the new scene and everything is going to be amazing. Your Pain Is My Happiness, a 4-star fucking song. Jesus Christ. We're getting some real good songs in. Right, anyway, we just need to record a bunch of songs, okay? So first the one we need to record is this one. And then this one, this one, this one, this one, this... We have enough songs for an album, right? And we're not putting any of these two on, and these are garbage, but... 3 songs or above has to be the thing, right? They're still not paying for us, but whatever, I guess you can't have everything, can you? Oh my god, it's a 5-star song. Wow! Oh, you will never have heard something as good. As again, our popularity fucking tumbles. I don't know why that happens. That was at 333 a second ago. But whatever, our popularity tumbles. I cannot tell you why that happens. It's rapid. It's really rapid. I don't know why, but shrug. Our last song went from like 3.5 stars or 4 stars to 5 stars. This here is our 4.5 star song. If this doesn't go to 5 stars, I will be offended. Personally. Okay, so like quality is basically pipped out at like 63 probably? Right, so this has to be it. 4 stars, baby. 5 stars, baby. Look at our popularity. It just... I'll leave this on for 1 week so you can see what I mean, right? Music, star quality, right? So look at it, 790 this week started at. Fucking 14 lost! We're gonna be at 700 by the time that fucking album's out. Ah, feels Bible Thump, man. I guess we can record like... This means it's on an album, I think. So I'll record this song. We have so much money. What am I doing? I could just skip that and just like hire a producer and that way, you know, just make it sound better for me, man. And then this one, record, hire producer. There we go. See, 4-star song. Our popularity, all while the mean plummets. We'll just have to keep that over like 700. Our CD sales are fucking what? All we needed to do all this time was just get a bunch of popularity? Fuck, I wish I knew this beforehand. Alright, song list, I don't know, this one sounds like a more catchy name, right? Hi, producer. Can I now release an album? I don't know, right? I don't think we have enough songs. So this one, this one, this one. We could just like put a few bad ones on it, but I'm not sure I want to. Nah. We need to record 2 more. As our popularity tumbles, it's fine. We just need to do 2 more, and then we have enough. So this one, and I don't know, we'll put that one on. We made 12,760. Look how much CD sales we've gotten. Oh, we needed it to be. It was popular all this time. If only I knew beforehand. Oh well. One more album, then with just this one album. That's all we need to do, and then we're finishing the episode. Hi, producer, and then we need to release this album. Which apparently takes a whole day, for reasons unbeknown to me. Right, we need to lead it off with our best song. French sounds so dirty, and then they won't realise just how bad the rest of the song is. Still a child, and it'll get worse, like, you know, as it goes to the middle, right? We got a 3-star song we need to publish at some point. Yeah, is that what you wanted? And then wavelength, and then your pain is my happiness. We need to make this horrifying. Yeah, perfect. Terrible logo. Terrible. Release. Sure, why the fuck not? Popularity maxed out. This has to do well. Ooh. We hit 500,000 apparently. Amazing. Oh, fucking encoding overload. I don't know why OBS does this. It's dumb. $500,000 in the bank. Well, at least some of it, a very little amount of it actually. It's amazing to see how much of the profit launch kept. It did bother me to see our work do so well and yet get given so little for it. Of course, the label would argue that we would have never have gotten any about it without them, yak yak yak. Any word of problem from Dominic? No, they're being very tight-lipped about the prospects for a long-term contract. Again, encoding overload. I apologise if the game's video's crashing. It's an OBS problem. What's keeping them so long? How could they say no to us? The only answer I can give is that they don't want us. Why the hell not? It may be my fault. So it's personal between you and Dominic. I'm sorry. Oh, don't be sorry, get even. How can we make them really, really need us? Do we need to earn another $1 million? I bet we can. Like, we totally can. Did you see how hard we smashed that? We'll just keep doing gigs and gigs and gigs and gigs and gigs. It'll be fine. No, our income should be steady from now on, so as long as we keep our work ethic as strong as it has been. Then we need fans on our side. That's exactly what I was thinking. We should start with the basics, better equipment. A new guitar for me then. I was thinking more along the lines of stage equipment. I'm sure I can do that. We have so much money in the bank. Sure, but we should also get me a new guitar. How about a new keyboard? My mouth hung open. Look at him, working his charm and everything. Why? Haven't I deserved it? Maybe, but haven't I deserved a new guitar too? Ah, yes, but I was your original investor without me. Didn't have to say any more, I got his drift. I was backed into the same corner with launch distribution. So we're pulling that card, are we? How about just for a new keyboard then? Bew held his hand out to me. He watched me look at it. Then I realised I was supposed to take it and shake it and make it official. What do you think you were supposed to do? Kiss it? Ah, fine, deal. But you can't pull that excuse again. He slipped his hand away before I could shake it. Hey, no deal. What? You really want to keep draining our profits forever? Are you worried about living expenses? You could legally rob me blind. That feels shitty. I'm already feeling that way from launch sticking their hand in our cookie jar. You too? I see. You don't have to worry about that with me. I won't see you destitute. I will make sure a portion of the money from the revenue is dedicated to you. Does that sound good? Oh, yep. Well, I guess that's okay. Depends on how much, though. A fair amount. Monthly contract cost has increased. I feel terrible. Alright, how much does all this shit cost then? We have 11... God, Jesus, look at this. 520,000. Right, how much of our album sold in one day? Hopefully a lot. Not that one. That one. Where is it? Next page. Wow, that's a lot already. That is a very, very much already. Alright, so we need to go... What do we need to do? Shop. Music store. Stage effects. All that! Okay. So what do we need to buy? It doesn't say, which is weird. Synth Noise 1060 for speakers. Synth Noise 1060. So you can buy that now. Oh shit. Is that a permanent effect or is that not a permanent effect? Oh man, I think I'm deaf. They're perfect. Sweet. That took a whole day? No, it didn't. Okay, it's still a Monday. It's fine. Then we need to buy a new keyboard. The Otva LK30 series. Oh, I'm sure somehow I can manage. What are you purchasing? Something you'll like, I bet. Me? Even you bought a keyboard as I asked. I thought I would never see the day. You didn't expect me to? Well, I still have the receipt. No. Please, let me have it. Aha, now who's in power? Maybe I should just return it. Wait, he looks so seriously panicked, like I would return it. He wanted this thing so bad. With that look on his face, I felt like it was about to cancel a trip to Disney World for a child. Oh boy, don't break down on me. Your face gets so red when you're embarrassed. Embarrassed? I already paid for it. Just take the thing, alright? He made some spurting noises, trying to figure out what to say. I left my box and the receipt on the counter for him to figure out. It costs a lot of money, but seeing him play on it would be so much fun to watch. Now we need a new microphone. The Ecclesia Genesis. I guess this? $9,000. We have all of this stuff. I have $11,000. $111,000 and I have $88,000. Like that wasn't going to be a thing. The sound quality is top notch. I can't wait to destroy these. What do they think I've been doing all this time? Our popularity also went up. So there'll be another scene which I'm also tempted to stick around for because there was a lot of downtime and I don't know whether we've hit 45 minutes or not in the episode. Alright, fuck it. We'll just do everything. This is the Blink-182 song. Okay, so is the music permanent? We'll have to see whether it goes down or not. So this is at 30. It didn't go down and other things went down. Yeah, sure. It didn't go down and other things went down, so I presume this is now permanent. Oh, look at how much money we're getting. CD sales! Fucking popular as hell now. So we'll play a gig, we'll hang out, can't play the arena yet. We'll play the new song. Oh my god, we need to play this one all the time. Alright, so we'll do this, we'll hang out, and then we end the episode, because hopefully when we hang out there'll probably be a scene? I don't know. One of your members jumps into the crowd but missed and hit their head. How does that go down in our popularity? Whatever, our popularity is over 800 again. We're fucking famous, man. We're literally famous. Come on, please be there, scene. Oh, god damn you for not giving me a scene. I deserved a scene after all our hard work. Oh, well. We're going to hit 1 million soon. That's what will happen in the next episode. This has been a really long episode, and as you can see, I am sweating as fuck. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll get back to sort of normal-ish length episodes after this. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's been like an hour and 5 minutes recording. So here's hoping. See you next time, guys.